Oh, crap.
Close your
Do we
eyes.
need the
Do
light?
it, Travis.
Click.
Say action.
Boom.
Say action.
Action.
Say action. No.
Door.
I don't know if you can tell, but it rained in Chico today.
Oh my god, that's really bright.
Oh,
Oh,
what a bummer, dude. Like we were talking about it last night, it started sprinkling on us.
Got horrible hair. Look at that.
Poor thing.
Dude.
Dude, it was like...
I didn't put a description on here.
Oh, so if you didn't know, it's night 2 of the Summer Nationals in Chico, California.
This producer's gonna get fired.
I got
Tonight
it facing the
was
right way, though.
the SCCT portion of the Tyler Wolf weekend.
Did you talk to Chuck?
I did. I gave him the trophy, which I don't know what happened to it.
Oh,
Um,
it was nice to see him.
Yeah,
It
cool
had
to
been a
see
while.
64 cars tonight, I think is what I was
And
told.
it was so weird because we felt like we got a whole bunch of new cars.
And we
tonight.
can only figure out one we missed. We lost.
Right.
Which was the 7C. I don't know who else we lost.
The
And
7,
the 7B.
The 7B didn't
York
race,
didn't come back?
but
Okay.
Bumgarner did, so that was like a wash. But yeah, it's weird. It felt like we had a whole bunch of new cars, but there was only 3 more than yesterday. Weird.
Man,
Yeah, you're a mess.
bad hair day.
Poor thing. Oh no. This is going to be a horrible episode.
Yeah, this is very unlike you.
I know. You know what they say? Look good, feel good, do good. That's why I always look so good at the races. So I do good.
Oh, I thought you said look good so you don't do good. Or
No.
look good. Okay.
If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good. That's Jerry Rice. He used to go in and change his uniform at halftime. Just to be...
Just
my,
be
my
ballers.
buddy,
fly.
my buddy Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
It's true?
Yeah.
Okay. Travis says it's true.
That's how he feels. That's how he rolls.
What was your thought of the track tonight?
Which time?
For hot laps. Let's just say hot laps.
Yeah, it definitely went away a lot quicker. So
Ugh.
it was interesting. Me and Allison, we got up kind of fairly early this morning. Not too early, but it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, and we drove the golf cart out on the track, and they dug it up so deep, like big old chunks. Like she wanted to go out on the track, and I'm like, yeah, we can't. It was actually Travis. Travis like, yeah, let's go on the track. I'm like, the golf cart's not gonna make that. So they were digging.
You don't have a 4-wheel drive golf cart?
No, but so they dig it up a ton. But man, when we got out there to wheel pack, like it was
looked
already
pretty tight.
packed in.
Yeah, it
yes.
was really tight.
And a lot of water on top. It was like soupy, but yeah, it was already hard packed, and yeah, it definitely came in a lot quicker than it did the night before.
It wasn't soupy for long.
Yeah,
That's for damn sure.
but
we
it
were
was
both in
still
late groups.
yeah, but it was still a good track as far as like time wise, like quick time in the
I
first
know,
group.
that's-
I mean, you
You got to give credit to
obliterated
Lowell.
everybody.
And again, last night and tonight, I would love to see a breakdown of the times for like just the 64 cars, not bullshit group stuff. I want to see how it would have meshed out if they would just put all the times together, because the times again stayed pretty consistent through 60 plus cars of qualifying. So
But what typically happens with 360s, the times get a lot closer. But you were like 2/10 faster than everybody, dude. This guy laid down
410.
a lap.
until
Again.
they
410.
look at my motor and figure out I'm running a 410, I'm going to continue to dominate in qualifying. I mean, duh. It's the only explanation, right?
But, like, be honest. Like, did you try not to transfer out of your heat race?
Jesus, that heat race was a disaster.
Like, I didn't get to see the start because I was complaining about my heat race to my team, and then it was like 2 laps in, and I look up and you were like in 6th place. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck is going on here? And I had to finally walk up and start watching it, but it really looked like you. Yeah, I don't want to transfer out of this.
I
thing.
really wanted to transfer, so that's fake news. So what happened was on the warm-up lap, the car, you never really get a legit warm-up
Yeah.
lap, but the car got down, it drove forward, it went through the turn, and I was like, all right, this is just like qualifying. I'm probably going to be in first place by the flag stand. Watch and learn. Didn't work. as soon as I hit the gas in the start, the car kind of kicked out from underneath me, and I just blew the tires off of it. And then I kind of was going all the way down the front straightaway.
Yeah.
And as soon as I kind of lifted to get in the turn, like it seemed like every person from behind like just went ding, ding, ding. And I'm like getting the hell out of the way. And yeah, I was in like last place in one lap.
Jeez.
And that slide or die crap just isn't my cup of tea, where you just stick your right rear in the guy next to you. And so then I was having a hard time passing people, but a couple people made mistakes. I managed to kind of peck my way back up to 4th and was going to finish 4th. And the 121 got high centered on the cushion, and I was able to sneak by him. So I bailed my ass out by a couple mistakes by other people.
But man, he was coming at the end though.
Was he?
Oh God.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like thinking Andy needs to get through 1 and 2, or else he almost needs to slide himself because he was coming.
So that brings up another debate of why I hate racing like that, is because the track was rubbering up. So you attack like a maniac in the cushion, or you slow your pace down just a little bit to hit the rubber. Well, as soon as you check up 10 feet sooner to hit the rubber, that's when you leave yourself open for the old dive bomb. So wow, that's surprising me. I thought I'd gotten far enough away from that kid to not have to drive like a complete idiot. I was just making laps at that point.
Yeah, we've had enough laps around here that you kind of know. Usually it gets kind of strung out, but if you find your pace, you feel like, all right, this is good. But
I didn't want to do what he did and jump the cushion.
Exactly.
And when I drove by him in 3 and 4, he was just kind of getting back up on the track. So I'm like, okay, I got to be at least 50 yards past him now, and this is no big deal.
Yeah.
But so he was chasing me down, huh?
No, yeah, he was coming. So
guess what? He didn't get it done.
One more lap, it would have been a slider.
10-lap heat race. Sorry for your luck, pal. So I did transfer. Good for me.
How's your pill draw this time?
Yeah, so the law of averages finally caught up to me tonight. I've personally pulled, I think, a 1 and 2 pills, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, you have those people that say, oh, you always are on the front row. You're always in the front row. Guess what? I was going to start 10th tonight, so I'm not always on the front row. So they were going to do the 2- deal, which I don't know if I'm a fan of. I'm not sure I love the 6 heat format that they do. That I don't know if the All-Stars do it or if it's an SCCT thing, but I thought last night's format was better. I enjoyed the 4 groups. But the 2 dashes, the inside row, the outside row, I mean, I literally went from, I was fast time overall, I transferred out of my heat race, and I'm going to start 10th in the feature?
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
Well, let me tell you, your wife was not a fan of the 6 heat transfer 3. Only 3? So we're penalized for being fast time. I'm like, okay, remember when we used to do 6-car invert?
That was brought up.
You were Corey Day today, because Corey Day was complaining at the driver's meeting, so you and Corey Day are like peas in a pod.
I mean, look.
What do you do?
Yeah, well,
I know.
So what do you do? If you ask my dad, he tells you to shut up because they used to start dead last.
I know.
If you talk to us, we tell you to shut up because we used to start 6th.
Right.
And now we're bitching that we started 4th.
And then 19th quick would be 10th quick out of the heat and draw a 10 pill.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that was just the way it was.
And you started 10th.
I'm not sure what the solution should be, but I like last night's format with the 4 big groups. And not everybody made a heat race. I thought that was, that warrants a smaller heat race. Where so we can't have big heat races, so we'll just have more heat races. What do you think? You're Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected. I'm Mr. Bitch and Moan. So what do you think?
No, I think this is fair for everybody. Like, keeping with their set format. Like, we just have a ton of cars. Like, what?
That's the problem.
It's just
we have
weird. Like,
cars.
there's over 60 cars. Like, what are you gonna do?
You know what they should do? Limit the amount of cars and have it be first come, first serve.
Stop it. No, you're a dork.
I was here Wednesday night, so I was in.
Today, though, you guys would not have been able to race.
That's because I got a VIP parking stall in there. I could be last in there.
Jeez. Why are you so special?
Elijah likes the 4 heats and a non-qualifier.
Elijah, you are one smart cookie because, for one, he's right. because he agreed with me, and 2, he did all that research and has all the stats of Cycleland and Red Bluff and Chico. I mean, there's some interesting stuff on there. Elijah, what's that called? The North State?
NorCal.
Yeah, that deserves a mention.
Yeah,
And I also
put
like
your website in there.
I like your clone cart, the tribute to Ed Dimmick, Grandpa Ed Dimmick, the yellow 64 car that ran here for I don't know, maybe 10 years in the late 80s, I would say. So, yeah. Do you remember Ed Dimmick? He was. I think he ran with your dad back in the 80s. It was
in a stock car?
NorCalRacingHistory.com.
NorCalRacingHistory.com. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody go check that out. Good job, Elijah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, so you don't agree with my first come, first serve.
Definitely not. No.
Alright. I gotta
Shame on
admit,
you.
I'm not a big fan of that as well because typically I am one of the last cars at the track. So that would suck for me. I'd never make a show.
Right.
Okay, so I transferred. You were in the heat before me. Let's talk about your heat. You guys
Yeah.
want to make fun of my heat? Let's make fun of you.
Well, I
How
just...
was your start, smarty pants?
I just sucked, so it's not nice to make fun of somebody when they suck. But...
Boo stuck his head
We
in
were-
the car. He goes, "Where did Sean start?" I was like, "He's in the front row." He goes, "Oh shit, he's already in 4th."
We were here saying Andy went and told him to run the bottom. Why did Andy tell him to run the bottom?
What was I on the bottom?
You were on the bottom.
These two, I don't think these two watch the races that we
Yeah.
run because they always are wrong.
We're not always
Okay,
wrong.
so
Pretty much.
actually it was... So
Nope.
I guess it started to sprinkle... in
Oh
the
yeah,
heat
let's
before
tell her. If
me.
you weren't here, it rained on and off half the night.
So, yeah. So the heat before me, I guess they got a little bit of rain. Well, if enough cars are going around the track, it actually was okay. Like it kind of washed the rain away, kind of
Worked it into the track.
basically. So then heat 4 gets done. Heat 5 pushes onto the track. Now it's really kind of raining, and
Track sat idle for a couple minutes.
exactly. So we push off. They give us the half a lap to get to the pace truck, and then like Mitchell Facento, he was on the pole, and he's like got his arm out, like there's no way we're starting this race. And I'm like, yeah, like
I concur.
I'm in agreement. I think Ryan Robinson even kind of pulled up to the infield of the front straightaway, and then all of a sudden they just turn the lights out. It's like, oh, okay, I guess we're racing this. So, and then I just kind of
Do you spin your tires on the start?
not as bad as you, but I felt like I got a decent start, but I was just a half second slower than the 3 fast guys, and it's just how it was. Like,
They were going at it.
but in the beginning of the race, like because of all the rain on the track, you almost like didn't run the cushion yet. Like you
Yes.
could run the middle of the track, then it kind of got to the cushion. Like it was weird.
I was watching Flo on my phone in staging, and I was like, wow, they're running the middle. How is
Yeah,
this even
yeah.
possible? Because it is so slick out there.
Yeah, it was weird. But
See, maybe that's our problem. We think that's the bottom because at the beginning of the night of run 3 laps on the bottom, nobody goes to the bottom. They run the middle. So when I say bottom, that's where you were running, but there were people running high. So you were lower than the
Did
people.
you hear any of that? I was
Yeah.
in one ear and out the other for me.
Oh my God.
Women.
that's when girls talk. That's what happens to Andy. He doesn't retain it. That's all.
You guys just stick to the laundry and cooking. We'll stick to the driving. Yeah, that's right.
How was that dinner tonight?
It was very
You're
good.
welcome.
The
I thank
dinner
you
was
before you even
delicious,
said you're welcome.
Actually, yeah.
That Costco mac and cheese is pretty good, and I'm not kidding you. It was good.
Yeah.
Your
Delish.
car owner even made it off the spoon
After you
No,
licked
I
the
know.
spoon.
after I ate off the spoon. Come
Yeah.
to Dirt Cup. This guy is. So
Yeah, I'll
50,000
be
to
there.
win. That I don't race for money. I race for the love, and I don't love driving 15 hours to race. I don't know if that's the same guy. Somebody was telling me to come to Dirt Cup, and I said 2 hours is about my max of going to a track. Tulare and Hanford was really pushing their luck getting me down there this year.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you finished
Then,
4th
yeah.
in your heat.
So that was 4th, so that put me in the B. That was the second fastest to finish 4th. So I started front row outside the B, And then...
And in between this, they ran a couple C's. We
Well,
had some downtime.
They ran one C.
Yep.
And then started raining toward the end. Poor Justin Bradway, he was leading, but he had the wing trunked because, like, there was no grip.
Overall top 20 for you from Elijah. There you go.
Wow, Elijah,
Aw,
you were on your game.
Elijah's a freaking stud.
So I was 2/10 faster than the whole field. That's all 410 right there.
Dude, no kidding.
I will say, I came out of turn 2.
I was 11th. That's not bad.
Yeah, you did good. And your car looked like shit. So
I know,
good
I
job.
didn't feel good at all.
Your line that you drove was good.
Thanks, Andy.
The body language of your car was not good. So I thought you did good in qualifying. Your car just didn't keep up its end of the deal.
He also announced that this was the 6th out of the 8
how is that even
Tyler
possible? That's
Wolfs that
crazy.
you've been quick time.
What's insane is that they know that.
Elijah is, man, like a freaking
Elijah, you're the bomb, dude. So
like
cool.
Rain Man with cool stats, and I love it.
Fart.
I did look over at the scoreboard because I kind of thought I was like, that lap felt pretty good.
Yeah.
And I kind of glanced over, and I thought it said 12:3.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh man, I'm seeing things. There's no way I went that fast. So, and I knew my second lap wasn't quite as good because I didn't get into one like I needed to. And I come over, and I was one on the board, and it said 12:6. So I'm like, well, I guess 12:6 is fast time in this group because there's no way I turned to 12:3. And I got in there and asked my crew, I'm like, did we turn to 12:3? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
freaking rolling, dude.
Yeah,
So
car was
cool.
good. Tommy had her screwed down, man. It was good.
Awesome.
That's all in
No
the stock
show
car.
up points per Scott Russell. Tell AF.
Okay, we're going to get to that part of the show now next. You tried running the B.
So yeah, we tried to run the B.
Let's get to that.
Yeah, so C main 1 was on the track, didn't quite finish. It started downpouring on him. I think there was a yellow, and I think there was like 1 or 2 laps left, and they said, yeah, let's just call this. And everybody who was staged for C number 2 in the staging lane, they said, guys, we're going to have to work this track in. So they all went back to the trailer, got the tractors out, tilled up the track, push trucks, packing it in, and then the rain kind of settled down for a little bit, and they said, all right, well, let's go back racing. C2 got back out on the track, just kind of follow the leader type deal, but they got the race in, and everything was good. B main goes out, and everything seemed fine. We did our little half lap of warm-up, and like I actually felt like I had no traction, like it was almost hard packed dry.
It
like
did go.
marbly.
Yeah, I was excited when they worked the track. When they tilled the track,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, now the track's come back. It's going to be my cup
Yeah,
of tea.
yeah, I was thinking it was going to do the same.
And then in the C, it was like, it's still hard as hell out
Right.
there.
So we did our warm-up lap, lined up, had one start. Red happened, so
They had a 4-car pileup in 3.
another
First 3.
sitting track, but I don't think it was raining then during the red. Maybe it was starting to, but had another start. Leader jumped that start, but there was also a wreck behind us. And then it was like after that point, like I remember going into turn 1 just under yellow, and I'm like, ooh, I can see rain. Uh-oh, it's coming down now. So
Track's shiny.
yeah, they called the jump on the pole setter. Blake started next to me, and like then it was like really coming down, and then we went lights out, went green, took off at the line, and it was just
Yeah, so I don't know what I was doing,
Right
but
on top of the track.
I wasn't paying attention at the start, but I looked up and you were like 3 car lengths ahead going into turn 1. So I
Yeah.
assumed you'd like just said, "Fuck it, I'm jumping the start." Did you start? Was it
no,
an even
we
start?
were dead even because the start before got called back, so
Uh-huh.
we both waited to the
So
line.
who got called for the jump?
The 121.
Oh man, his night just went to shit after he couldn't get by me in the heat race.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Oh, bummer.
But I thought to myself, oh, Sean knows that they're down with time. He just said, screw it, I'm going for it. Because you were way out in front when you took got into turn 1. Then it's
you
4-wheel
set
drift.
it, yeah, set it in turn 1 and just right all the way up to the cushion. Yeah, it was scary.
So you collected it. You got off of turn 2, still in the lead. Were they, at that point, had they made their mind up?
then
What
I
were they
think
saying?
I think the going down the backstretch, I think they said, call it off. They didn't say, like, they didn't cancel it yet, but they just said, hey, we're going yellow, back off. And then, like, I tried to kind of somewhat race around 3 and 4 just to kind of get a feel for it, but I don't know. It just wasn't
you want me
working.
To punch you?
He's so tired. He's trying so hard.
Man, you're a kid.
Come
Why
here,
did
bud.
you have kids?
Come here.
It's just the
Because of
dumbest
the
thing a person could ever do.
Andy always has his
Don't
dog.
trip over the
Yeah,
cord.
Don't step on the cord.
Oh, here's our guest.
Here's our box stock racer, Travis Becker. You're racing box stocks now, huh? Beginner box stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Good.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for having me on the show. Get the hell out of here.
Andy's a punk, huh?
I hate
All right,
kids.
so now what? So it basically started downpouring. And
push trucks came out, and I
push trucks
started
came
laughing.
out, I know.
Yeah.
A couple of them were on the gas. The one white Dodge spun out at least
Did it
once.
really?
Yeah, coming out on turn 4.
Awesome.
That's the guy that always goes 900 miles an hour down
So
pit road.
they tried and tried. Long story short, we canceled.
Yeah.
So,
Now
they were going to cancel the dashes. They already canceled the dashes, so we had 6 people pull for the inside row, 6 people pull for the outside row. I drew a 5, which I would have started 5th in number 2 dash, but instead we were all like, screw the dash. We killed 2 tires in the heat race. The track was destroying tires, so because of track prep time, tire wear, and just time overall beating the rain, they said we're not having dashes, which I was totally fine with. I didn't care, but it was going to make me start 10th.
Yeah.
Back to the format. Stupid.
Well, we did the same thing at Merced.
Well, I started 3rd. It was okay that night.
I drew a 10 for that one, so I didn't like it.
Well, I guess once I drew the 3, I didn't realize how stupid that was. But I don't like the 6-heat format. Stupid.
What a baby.
I think we
Jeez
need to
Louise.
get rid of some bitches. If you can't qualify good enough, you don't get to run a heat race. Last
Never.
chance race. You go to the LCQ. And not the B main like the Outlaws call it. I want LCQ. You're like not even good enough for a C main.
Jeez.
Hey, I used to do that shit, man. I wasn't always fast time. I used to be 64th quick at these shows, and I didn't get to run a heat race back in the day. But anyways, race is canceled. Apparently, we're going to do a complete remake.
That's the rumor, kind of.
Thursday night. We're adding, so back in the day, again, we keep saying back in the day, Fall Nationals used to be a 3-day show, half on Thursday, half on Friday, everybody on Saturday. Car counts joined a little bit, so we just went back to just 2 complete shows, Friday, Saturday. Well, we're going old school again. We're going to run Thursday night at the Fall Nationals, but it's going to be the Sprint Car Challenge Tour Tyler Wolf remake race. So I guess we're completely starting over. Nothing counts tonight. Not even somebody who set quick time and did get $400 that they promised me.
We don't know this right yet.
Yes, it's kind of official.
Really?
Yes.
We're gonna redo everything.
Redo it all.
So as a car owner who burned up 2 tires in the heat race, are you pumped to not get paid today and then go rerun a show? Racers are stupid. They don't care about money. But
there's no good solution. Everybody
do you want
lost
my
tonight.
opinion?
No, you're a girl.
As
You
an
don't
official?
you don't have a good opinion.
Yeah.
And as a scorekeeper?
Okay.
If we had canceled after heat race 3, you run a new show.
Yeah.
Everybody made their way from a heat race into a main event. 2 main events got ran. Their night's over.
Yeah.
Why are we starting over?
Right.
Run your B, run your dashes, run your A.
Okay, you're absolutely right.
Yes, I'm a girl and I'm right.
Except,
Nope,
but
nope,
but-
that's it.
how does a track just put on a race for a B and an A?
Right.
And 2 dashes.
Well, yeah, if you want to run the 2 stupid dashes that are worthless anyways. I
Do you,
I don't love dashes to line up main
Do you
events
have
anyways.
like a hobby stock sport mod race? Like have them run a full show and then like in between races we run a dash and then in between races we run a B and then we're
maybe
the final.
create something
A.
like that. But still, that's kind of a lose-lose. It's just cancellations and rainouts just suck ass. There's no good solution because we're not back east where we can run till. I think Knoxville's still running right now because they had weather issues.
Yeah.
They do makeup races on Sunday, which they used to do in California. Those used to work, but not in 2022. They don't. So to answer your question, Lisa, you're 100% right. The show was, what, 80% done? And we're going to start over.
And no points.
And no
so
points.
Everybody who showed up today got nothing.
So...
Did they give you guys pit pass rain checks?
Okay, so here's what the deal is. Keep your wristband.
Right.
It is good for any race at Silver Dollar the rest of the year.
Nice.
Except Gold Cup.
Okay.
And the rain checks in the grandstands are the same thing. Good for any race at Silver Dollar except Gold Cup.
How did they get a rain check? They don't have pit pass.
I don't know.
Well, what was
Yeah.
interesting though,
Go get
your
a doctor,
parents had
maybe.
already left. They came and dropped him off already. They were already gone when they announced to go down to the ticket booth on your way out and get a rain check. And I was like, oh shoot. So I think a lot of people had already left. So I'm not sure how that works.
So here's my biggest gripe about tonight. I do think that the 64 cars that showed up tonight deserve show-up points. We showed up to race.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that didn't, for whatever reason, they don't deserve shit. So I don't know, make it crazy. Give everybody 20 zillion points. So it's just some crazy off-the-wall number. But I do think that the cars and teams deserve show-up points that showed up tonight.
Why?
Because we showed up.
But why? Like, why does it matter?
Because you could have other people show up the rest of the year and maybe pass somebody that was here tonight, and they don't deserve to pass somebody that was here tonight because they weren't here. Now, I know there's probably nobody that would do, like, it would help. Like, I don't know who we could even think of that wasn't. Let's say the 7 seat. The 7 seat didn't show up tonight, and then they show up and run the rest of the year. They're equal as us, and they didn't show up tonight. So they don't deserve to be on the same playing field as us.
Okay.
Show up points. We need them.
Whatever.
I think the remake show is making lemonade out of lemons. There's just no good solution.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why rain cancellations are just so bad. Now, looking back, Silver Dollar should have canceled. Could you imagine the uproar today when the weather was still okay? 64 race teams here. Oh my God, it's not raining yet.
Right.
This is
There
bullshit.
you go.
Colby Copeland's an idiot. He shouldn't run this place.
Right.
And then we have to sit out till, we had to wait it out to about 9:30 before it was like, oh yeah, guess we should have canceled.
Right.
Sometimes I guess you just gotta trust technology. That stupid little app on your phone that says, 70% chance of rain at 8 o'clock.
We tried to start an hour earlier, just didn't work.
And it's still raining now. That's why we're inside. So it was kind of shitty outside. So that's about that. The night didn't finish good for either of us. Why are you sticking your tongue out at me?
Because he's a...
Yeah,
Andy
you are.
deserves it, huh? He deserves it. Andy's a weirdo.
Do you ever get spanked?
No.
You want to try it?
Knoxville ran 2 A
no.
mains tonight. One was a makeup from April 23rd.
Today?
No reason you can't do that for Fall Nationals.
Okay, so you want to run the main event on the Friday night? Yeah, I mean, you're right. There's no reason why we can't. It's just... That's a good solution. The complete makeup is a good solution. There's pros and cons to both of them. Yeah.
Mikey Allen said earlier, too, I didn't say this, but he said Colby may have dropped the trophy on his head.
On its head.
On
What?
its head.
Did
So
it break?
I
Trophy.
would love some clarification on the new and improved, refinished
Did it break?
trophy. I don't know.
Okay,
Right.
get this. That topper that I
Yep.
fixed and re-glued, that
Yeah.
nice steel eagle, I put a note on the top of the trophy. It says, remove this topper to transport trophy. Take that damn thing off.
Oh, the eagle is now...
Oh my God! I'm glad I don't have that responsibility of that trophy anymore. I don't know where it's at, but whoever broke the eagle can fix the eagle this time.
And a new one's
That
like
sucks.
$1,000.
Didn't see your note until after.
It was like this long, a blue piece of tape. Who broke the trophy? Tell me that.
I thought they threw Kobe under the bus.
I thought-
already.
No, I want clarification. I want to know.
Who he's gonna be mad at?
Oh my God.
Not good.
That when we got that trophy, and you guys know what kind of shape it was in, because you got it in the same beat to hell shape.
Colby's head.
Oh.
It fell on Colby's head?
What?
It's yours until the race is run. You're responsible for it.
We don't have it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
You should have brought it out to the front stretch to say, I won a trophy again.
Dude, that trophy, Sevy. So, a little funny story about that trophy. When we won it last year, you know, it was cool. Just, oh my God, I forgot about this trophy. I mean, I forgot it was even the Tyler Wolf race when I won that deal. It was like 4 laps to go. I was like, holy shit, this is the Wolf race. And there's lap money. I'm like, I've been in the lead for a while. This is cool. And then I get out of the car and there's a trophy. Well, we didn't really have a good way to get it back to the trailer. So I don't know. I said, somebody else drive the car. I'll carry the trophy. Well, I picked that thing up and it was like, holy shit, this is heavy.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like act like it was heavy. So I just carried it all the way back to my trailer. Boy, man, I needed CPR by the time I got back to the trailer. I got back in there and I was like, I'll be out in a minute. Give me a minute.
He was carrying it above his head.
There's no way he got that above his
That's
head.
what he said. He was carrying it above his head.
That's fake news. There's no way.
No.
That thing is heavy. And it's tall. It's like 6 feet tall. So, I mean, that's like a 12-foot tall trophy if you're carrying it above your head. That's a lot of leverage.
Like sideways.
Come on.
He's like bench pressing it.
Yeah.
Well,
Colby
sorry
is
for
yoked, man.
Sorry for your luck. Okay. The Wolf Weekend in the Summer Nationals is over.
Elijah,
It's
do I get
raining.
my $100 back?
Lisa's $100.
Get on the line of speakerphone. We would love to, but my phone's being used. It's supposed to be 105 here Friday.
Yeah.
And
no
we
kidding.
rained out tonight, and it's freezing ass cold out there.
Bummer.
So,
Bummer.
California.
Picked the wrong weekend.
Yay.
TBD.
Okay, so our next Shark Tales is going to be, drum roll,
Yeah, we were posse shootout.
Labor Day weekend.
It's a long
We're on
time.
summer hiatus, man. We're just like Survivor and American Idol and all those good shows. We go on hiatus during the summer.
Somebody did ask if you watch The Office. They both watch The Office.
Oh, yes.
I love the Office.
That's what she said. Great show. So, yeah, funny thing about The Office is when we are on the road in the RV, I don't have my trusty DVR, so you just kind of have to thumb through the TV channels to find something good to watch. And Friends, Seinfeld, and The Office are always on some cable channel, and it's pretty fun to watch those 3 shows. I was watching Seinfeld this week, and he was on a payphone.
They just had on the news they removed the last
90s.
working payphone out of New York City, like
Really?
out of
Oh, no
Times
way.
Square, and they were taking it to a museum. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
What's even funnier
That's
is
great.
listening to him and Troy
Yeah,
watch The Office while
Troy
you're
and
making
I
a
were
sandwich.
watching
That used to be my ringtone
Oh God.
on my phone.
They just kept laughing and laughing.
Michael Scott. We need someone like Michael Scott for DLC here. I mean, no offense, Michael Allen, but I mean, I think Michael Scott would be a good DLC.
Did you ever watch the British Office?
No, I have never seen one episode of that.
'Cause
Ricky
Ricky
Gervais.
Ricky Gervais is my favorite.
He's my favorite.
So have you
He's
seen one of those episodes?
Yeah,
How
he's
is it?
Great. It's different. It's just different.
Do they have a
he's
Jim and a Pam and all that, or
No.
how about a Dwight? Do they have a Dwight Schrute on them?
like no, like
Can't
he's
replicate Dwight.
Just, yeah,
No.
but even like Michael Scott, like he's supposed to be this Michael Scott, but he's a different character. Like it's just, and it's British comedy, so it's
Totally
just
stupid.
Different.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Nobody
different.
wants to watch that crap.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Tom,
hilarious.
this is
You gotta
there's
try
still
it.
a working payphone in Stoga on Main Street by the hardware store.
Stoga?
Calistoga should keep a payphone. I mean, that's kind of that era. Even though we don't get to race there anymore, because racing sucks in Calistoga, right?
Yeah.
Unless you drive down there in a Rolls Royce and want to eat cheese and wine, they don't want you there. So, that's about it, man. I don't know
That
what
was
else
it.
to talk about, bitch about, crap about, brag about, but
Everything's wet and muddy outside.
yeah, man. Candace cleaned the motorhome up. It looked so good Thursday. Now it looks like shit. There's mud and crap everywhere. How's yours look? Yours always looks like shit because you got these stupid kids. Looks like romper room in that
What did I
place.
say today?
Candace walked in. She's all, "Wow, it looks really good in here." I'm like, "Just clean for the last 30 minutes, and there's no kids."
Hey, why do you make your motorhome such a mess?
I don't.
I don't know, man. I've been in there, and there's a lot of crap in there that I know belongs to you. toys and crap
there
and
may be-
shoes.
What are the toys though? What does he have in there? He's got a racetrack and about 50 NASCARs.
How many cars were in the A main today for your race?
28.
Yeah, there was a lot.
He races on a track with 28 little Hot Wheels.
But you can't move them because they go from heat races. So as
Yep. And
can't touch
qualifying dashes.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
there's cars stuck in the handles of our drawers. Those are the announcers.
yeah.
I just don't understand people's desire to have kids. I just really don't. I'm not joking. I've never had the desire to have a kid.
Oh, they want to see the
Oh,
Rubik's
no.
Cube.
Oh, well,
it's in the wrong.
It's a crossed in the other one,
we'll
and
save
it's
the
raining.
Rubik's Cube for another time, but
I can go get it.
no.
No.
Don't go get it. You know what you
You
can
don't
do?
have shoes
What?
on.
Go over there and get it, and then just stay there.
I'll get it if I can come back.
No.
Stop pulling on the blanket though.
Okay.
The Kading. Someone asked. You'll be at the Kading.
I don't know. Well, the Don Bjork and the 7B car, they're talking about getting a 410 for that race.
Really?
Yeah.
Is the Katie a 2-day show?
No, it's just...
Just a Saturday night show?
Yeah, because last time there was like a big
They do.
SCCT might have... No, not last year, but remember we camped there 2 years ago.
That was
during
the
COVID.
Katie. It was a 360 show on Friday and a
That
410
was a
on
couple
Saturday.
years ago, yeah. But last year, I don't think it was like that. They might have had a point race on Friday and then...
Just an Ocean Points race, but that would have been a 360. And then you ran the 410 the next day.
Remember, we did a 2-day show in Watsonville because I stayed with Dave and Guy. I don't know.
Get off our TV. You're gonna break the camera.
It was a
You
high
used to
class
go
show.
to
He's
Watsonville
gonna break
all the
camera,
time. You
huh?
haven't been hardly at all.
I love going to Watsonville. I have no problems going there. It's just a big ass pain. It's a long day. It's asking a lot of my crew, and then to have to turn around. You know what made it easy to race at Watsonville for me was I didn't have to run my car the next day. So we would run my stuff, park it, and then I would just show up like a little princess and race on Saturday. So now, and teams do it. Don't get me wrong. There's teams that do it, like the Carricks. They impress the hell out of me. But for us to go down there, race, come home, and we would just switch cars. Even that's asking a lot. So, yeah. Sorry, if you like to see me at Watsonville, you need to rent me a private jet or something because just like I said, man, that's pushing my limits. I'm 2 hours, my 2 hour limit. Watsonville's like a 4 hour drive for us. Plus, that's actually longer than that,
Yeah,
but
that's longer.
just a long day. And I keep telling everybody I do this for fun. So, like a 20-hour day of racing is a lot. Kind of takes the fun away. You know who's going to know all about a 20-hour day in racing?
This guy. Going to Dirt Cup.
Gadget. The road to Dirt Cup is long. Long and longer.
I was talking to Jeff Thompson, Tyler Thompson's dad. They're coming here to race Chico Friday, Cottage Grove Saturday.
And they're from about Cottage Grove?
I think so. And then going to Elma for a 360 show on Sunday. Then Skagit races Monday, a 410 warm up before Dirt Cup. Dirt Cup's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So they're racing Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah. Monday's just kind of just an open 410 show, just kind of warm
So wait a
up
minute.
to Dirt
So we run here on Friday,
Cup. Mm-hmm.
Cottage Grove,
Yeah.
and then if you don't mess
And
with
then-
Elma, then you go to Skagit
Then you-
Monday.
Yeah. Then
Wow.
you basically have 2 days to get to...
That's what he's doing.
Skagit. That's what I'm doing.
He'll leave
Andy.
here
Have
Friday
fun with
night
that.
after the race.
Yeah.
Andy, look what they're saying about you.
I don't know how to read.
What are they saying? How are they making
Andy
fun
should
of him?
be Sean's driver coach for Dirt Cup and just go.
Ooh, you want to be my buddy? No, you got points. I'm sure there's a point race. I think the Cottage Grove race, there's an SCCT race in Petaluma that night.
Oh, I'm not missing a race at Petaluma. No way, Jose. I love that track.
We love that track.
I love that track too.
More rain.
It's
I was like,
raining.
what is that?
So, for all you people, The problem, the greatest thing about racing and rainouts is the same person that bitched that they called the races too early is the same person that would bitch that they didn't call the races.
Yeah.
There's too many people that bitch about that. It's a no-win situation. No.
Who likes to bitch about racing?
I'll bitch about shit that's right to bitch about. But I know that it's a lose-lose situation for these racetracks. I really thought they would have learned their lesson after the Silver Cup, though.
Yeah.
They
That
got that show in,
That was impressive.
but
That
they
was
didn't.
brutal.
It made a mess out of everything,
Gosh.
and they didn't make any money because nobody showed up. So I would have thought they would have learned their lesson. But man, they just want to race. They want to put on a show. They want to have an event, and they tried. And unfortunately, I think it cost them the night here. It's Silver Dollar. So, you got anything else left to say?
No, I don't. I'm done.
You're dumb.
Big time.
I'm dumb too. Peter should get all the California guys to come. Well, here's a problem. There's only like 20 cars down here that have 410s, so you're pretty much gonna get them all. The rest is up to Washington, I guess. I don't know how many they have, but there's just no 410s. That's just the plain and simple truth. Don't know what to tell you.
What are you gonna do?
There's a big problem with 360s. Oh boy. Now you got wet socks.
Oh, you dork.
Here,
You're fine.
All right.
start the clock. Make sure they can see how screwed up it is. Give me. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Pressure's on.
You talk while I'm doing
That looks
this.
moderately screwed up.
Cool.
Okay, am I timing this?
Go for it.
Yeah, time it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
What if I just want to watch?
Jeez Louise.
So here's my theory on 360s and 410s. The reason why 360s are so popular right now is tonight. 64 cars. Cheaper purse, and they have to pay a 410 purse. And there's just no 410s. So how do you write that ship? You know?
I don't know.
I don't know if you do out here. Oh man, I don't think you can do it.
Shut up.
Oh man, he's getting snotty just like me.
Somebody's asking about Dom. Why would Dom not be here?
Because it's 360 racing.
Without
And
a 410 show
And
with
he's
it?
he's an A mod. He's an A mod guy. He only races 410.
That's a good question. I wonder why Dom didn't want to come up here and run for 2 nights. Because he's been up here. Was he at the Silver Cup?
I don't know.
Daddy,
No.
it's already been a minute.
Dom's got
Dang it.
a life too. Maybe he doesn't like traveling like me. You know, Fresno to Chico, that's no short
They
trip.
just did the
He's got a kid.
fastest 4.
He just came from Elma and Washington. That's a long week. I think that's kind of why Willie skipped this weekend.
They were at
Hangtown.
the town.
Yeah, Willie likes motocross too, so
Yeah, thank you. I was watching that on your TV
you're welcome.
today. That was fun.
Oh man, the oranges are close. This is riveting TV.
I know, this is stupid.
We're just killing time.
Yeah, but you're up to 106 viewers all of a sudden.
106 people are watching you live trying to do this Rubik's
so
Cube.
dumb.
At
Do you
a
think you
quarter
could
to
choke?
midnight.
No, I got this.
Daddy,
Anything you two want to yak about?
You don't even want to talk to you.
You told me to shut up earlier
Yeah.
I
because
don't know
we're
if I said
stupid
shut
girls.
up. I didn't. You're as bad as Candace making stuff up. I didn't say you were
Here's
stupid
is
girls.
the economy affecting racing yet?
No.
I don't think anything affects racing.
Racers will race. What was
$2?
the Great Depression? If we have the Great Depression in 2022, we will still have race teams. It's just we will just continue to race.
What are we looking at? 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Two
How
minutes.
embarrassing.
Dad, it normally takes you like an hour and 5 to do
Oh,
it.
don't blow your dad up
Jeez,
on
dude.
TV.
No, it doesn't.
Careful.
Buddy Corford won again tonight. That's 3 in a row.
What did he win in? A sprint car or midget? What was he racing?
Done.
Done.
Jesus.
Let me see
Oh,
that.
stop.
You brainiac.
Less than 3 minutes? That's not bad.
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's impressive.
It's a fun game.
And I don't even think these stickers come off. That was the only way I was able to do it when I was younger. I just put the stickers where I needed them to be. That's impressive, man.
Indiana
I
Midget
know.
Week.
Oh, Midget Week. That's right. I forgot about that.
David
Are you guys
Thomas
doing
said
turkey
very
night this year?
impressive.
I don't know. I've heard not like turkey night's the most fun trip to do.
Yeah.
Julie, they said they might come out for turkey night, but I don't know.
Are they coming out for Gold Cup again?
Julie's not for sure yet.
Shane Golovic says that's why I'm your favorite because I can't do a Rubik's Cube. I wonder if he's talking about
That is
you.
why you're his favorite.
I'm your
I
favorite because
can't
I
do it?
can't, or
Yes,
he's
'cause
your
you
favorite
can.
because you can.
Dad, they're saying you're a Rubik's Cube champ.
No, I am not.
All right.
I think Shane left that open. for
Who won?
interpretation.
I guess I won. I won the campsite this week.
Yeah, you did.
No points, no nothing.
I won
It's
last
funny
night.
whenever I win campsite, you don't want to talk about it. You're ready for
I forget.
Shark Tale
I forget.
to get over. Yeah,
Did you win last time?
definitely.
Okay,
Yes.
then you won last time. I won this time.
I don't even remember last time.
Silver Cup, it
I
wasn't
feel
it?
like
No, Trophy Cup or Tulare and Hanford.
Oh,
Didn't
oh,
it-
that's right. You do win that.
didn't it feel like during COVID we were camping like every other weekend,
Yeah.
and like now it feels like there's big gaps in between everything.
Why is that? Were they combining 2-night shows back and forth?
Maybe to try to get them in, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the schedule is all out of whack. So it's like, well, let's try to get 2 nights in this weekend.
And there was no real points championships, right?
No, yeah.
So-
It's just let's race.
I don't know if I should say this or not, but I'm going to because I hate the government. But there is a rumor that they're trying to build a low-income housing apartment complex right next to Placerville's racetrack.
Nah,
The little armory building that you drive by to get into the fairgrounds?
yeah.
That's the rumor.
Aw.
Cammy's on here. Come on, Cammy.
Is Cammy on here?
Yeah.
Say it ain't so, Cammy.
Well, they
So-
basically
say it ain't
built
so.
that next to this fairgrounds.
Well,
Right.
yeah, so, well, no, that's a homeless thing over there. The low-income housing would be legit people.
300 feet away.
Section 8, right?
Well, Cammy Arnold says 300 feet away, so I'm going to guess what I'm saying is correct. So 300 feet away from a racetrack, they're going to knowingly build an 85 complex apartment complex. 300, that's 100 yards. That's a football field.
PJ
Don't worry, they'll
watching.
probably like racing and like the noise. They probably won't complain at all.
No rumor. Send letters in by the 10th.
The 10th of June. Okay.
Send
so
letters to where?
PJ went to this National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and represented Dennis Roth today. So Dennis got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Cool.
So did Tim Green, another California guy. I think I mentioned this before on here, but the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame is like highly represented by California drivers and owners. So Walt Ross as well. Walt Ross, Gary Patterson's car owner, the 56 car. So yeah, California representing
Cool.
in the Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
She said they need to be sent in this week.
So okay, fill us in, Cammy. What do
links
we
on the
need to
website
do?
tomorrow.
Okay, so we need to go to Placerville Speedway's website, check the links out, and I guess we need to just do all we can to tell the county, the city. I'm sure the link will tell us where to send it. That's the stupidest idea we've ever heard of, and they can stick that idea in their rear and leave us alone.
Yeah.
So okay,
All right, we got a job to do.
got a job to do.
Come on,
Let's do
everybody.
Hopefully it works better than the job we've been trying to do at Calistoga, because that didn't get us anywhere.
I was gonna say, because let's look at all these racetracks that have been fighting for their lives. We got
State.
Calistoga.
State, of
Oh, you know what?
course
That is the other rumor I heard. It's our old buddy Newsom. He's kind of ramrodding this thing through. Yeah, it's going like under the rug, no permits, no impact studies, no nothing. It's just gonna get done because he wants it done.
Well, let me tell you something else cool about the state. As a parent, I know you don't care because you hate kids,
I hate
but
kids.
the high schools now cannot start before 8:30 because they need more sleep. But now check this out.
The kids do?
The kids do. But now all the extracurricular activities have to push back later in the evening because they don't get out of school till later. So now they're getting the same amount of sleep. They're just going to bed later than they were before. So that parents who work have to figure out how to not work in the morning to get their kids to school. Because now instead of 7:45, it's going to be 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Well, if anybody
That's
would,
the state's genius thinking.
if anybody would know anything about not working, it would be the people at the state.
True.
How much are we paying for fuel now? Somebody wants to know.
I don't think fuel's really gone crazy down here. At least where we get it by the barrel, it's still relatively reasonable.
Talking about your methanol?
Yeah, alcohol, pure alcohol.
Yeah, because our gas prices.
Yeah. Now when we go and fill the truck and trailer up, it's like $1,000. This is not fun. 100-gallon auxiliary tank, the stock tank, the gas tank in the trailer. It's yeah, it sucks.
So I made
Tammy
my
said it's an
own-
emergency order from the governor.
Oh, an emergency.
An
Oh,
emergency.
Newsom. Yeah, you and your emergencies. Sure, bud.
I love it when Shark Tales gets political.
Well, it's not political. I
No,
mean,
I
it's bullshit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
let's
you
end
can
on a
say.
great note.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking
made
of
a
fuel,
Rubik's
thanks for the $9
Fuel for the
gallon gas.
For the golf cart.
So
Oh,
I made
man.
a Rubik's
It was
cube,
expensive
and
being
I
your
don't
friend
even know how to-
yesterday. Our golf cart's just sitting out in the rain right now.
Yes, they both are.
Brother. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end this. Go get our crap inside somewhat, and unless
Yeah.
something changes,
Not me.
Labor Day weekend,
Yeah, so we got
Jeez.
yeah.
which what used to be the Vermil at Calistoga, which is no more. Now we get to go to Placerville for the Posse Challenge. Hopefully that lasts a while, unless these assholes in the apartment complain. Let's see. I'm going to go move in these apartments and look at that racetrack, and then I'm going to complain the first time I hear a noise. That's the California way.
Or dirt.
Right.
Same
Or
thing
does.
happens.
Get dirt.
We have to have people sign disclosures, like whether or not they're close to an airport or what. Like you have to sign it saying that you know you're close by here, but you're not going to move an airport. So if you don't want to hear planes, and don't move by the
Yeah.
railroad tracks if you don't want to hear trains.
You don't have a right to complain when you move in next to a fairgrounds. They have rodeos, concerts,
Yeah.
carnivals. Some have automobile races. What do you think goes on at these fairgrounds?
Don't mess with our
I mean-
Placerville.
Dad, I can fix
Ugh.
it.
No.
Okay,
hard.
Sean, that's it. Get your shit together, Dirt Cup. Win the 50K.
Hey, good job this weekend, man.
Thank you. We weren't bad.
Yeah, you were rolling. You were fast.
Yeah.
No one even
Till
said
next
anything
time,
about
bud.
me turning the camera
Yeah,
around.
give credit to where credit's due. I found how to do it, and I fixed it. So there we go. Hey, I'll tell you what. The next time I fix something on that phone will be the first time. Yeah, rest in peace, Santa Maria. I mean, yeah, that was all a bunch of shenanigans down there, too.
Yeah.
The county gave them a bunch of permits, and they did all the upgrades, and then they said, no, never mind, you can't do all those concerts and stuff.
They're
so-
saying good job to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
good
Kenny.
job.
You don't know how to read.
He does. He's smart.
Yeah, honey.
Says nice job, Lisa.
He graduated
Wow.
first grade.
Yeah.
You can read?
He's going to grade 2 next year.
I'm impressed.
What?
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
All right, turn this thing off.
All right, guys. See you next time.
Bye.